Welcome to Make Your Funnel Irresistible. Turn strangers into superfans on repeat. Welcome to this Force for Good masterclass. It is my pleasure to support you. My name is Coco Selman, five-time founder, impact investor, and creator of the Force for Good business system. I designed this masterclass to help you create a business that grows on autopilot. Have you nailed product market fit, where scaling your marketing and sales automatically drives growth? Do you have a proven system that consistently generates qualified leads and customers every week? Are you expanding the number of delighted customers you serve? Is your funnel crystal clear, attracting and enrolling only your ideal customers? If product market fit is something you are constantly chasing, if month to month you don't know how many customers you're going to get, then this is the first and most important step: building a customer enrollment and retention funnel. As you master your funnel, you will create product market fit and exponential growth in your company. Your customer enrollment system is the system that automatically attracts, engages, enrolls, re-enrolls, and retains customers. It guides them from being a stranger to being an ambassador. It's the system that you use over and over again, so you do not have to wake up every day and wonder and worry. Instead, your system is in place, and everyone on your team knows exactly what to do to guarantee that every single month you will build more leads, customers, and revenue. The customer enrollment and retention funnel is our core growth element for today. It's the conscious journey you design for all of your current and future customers. It is the process that you design, map out, where you help strangers find you, turn them into curious prospects, help them become interested leads, say yes and become your customer, and then become a loyal ambassador. Growth is not magic. It is the result of a repeatable path that turns strangers into loyal customers. Today, you are going to build that system. Our focus is the customer enrollment and retention system in this masterclass. We're going to use one of my favorite tools in the toolkit, the Customer Enrollment and Retention Funnel Designer. It's the first in a series of tools to help you map out your growth plan. This masterclass is so important. Every time I am looking to grow my company, or every time I'm not happy with the results I'm getting, this is the first place I go. Download the Customer Enrollment and Retention Funnel Designer right now, and we are going to walk through this together. The customer funnel sits on the second page of the 4-page growth plan. The 4-page growth plan is everything you need to build an exponentially growing company. It unlocks the puzzle of growth. We do this by understanding 3 big things. 1, your purpose. 2, who you serve and what they need. And then 3rd, a specific action plan that's going to help you get to a 10-year impact, scale, and profit goal. This gives you the ability to know how you're going to get to your goal 10 years from now. This funnel is the engine that makes it all possible. So we are working here on the idea of a stranger. They don't know you exist. They don't realize you can solve your problems. They don't know that they're an ideal match for what you offer. So they're sitting out there. We call these people suspects. These are the individuals that fit your authentic customer profile and you would like to create a connection with them. We call them suspects. They're people that we know we can serve really well and that will value the transformation our offerings provide, yet they don't know we exist. Once you become a suspect, the next thing we want to do is identify a way to convert them, help them know who we are, and then become a prospect. A prospect is someone who has learned about your company, knows your company exists. It has learned a little bit about your business, your products, your services, but they've not made a purchase of any kind, and they are still not sure about what value your company can bring to them or how it could help them solve their problems. The next level is the qualified prospect. And this is a prospect who has discovered your product, learned about it, and taken clear steps to get to know your business and offerings. A qualified prospect demonstrates a match for your product and services and has the budget to pay for them. Customers are individuals or companies who have purchased something from you, exchanging dollars for product or service. A satisfied customer is elevated to this status if they have purchased from you repeatedly, or they have expressed explicit satisfaction through a survey, an interview, or a written testimonial. The one that we're always striving for is this level of having a loyal ambassador. These are satisfied customers who level up when they start referring friends and colleagues to your company. They speak publicly about your company in a very positive light. They participate in case studies or make some other significant show of appreciation and value your brand. These are your loyal ambassadors. The funnel is the mechanism to make this journey happen efficiently. Scaling impact starts with scaling relationships, one intentional step at a time. So we shine our light, we deliver profound experiences, we make invitations, we ask them to be our customer, and we connect and nurture with them ongoing. This is how we transition them along the journey. Today, we're going to help you build your funnel. The first step of the funnel is to shine your light. If you're looking at the customer enrollment and retention funnel designer, you'll be able to see this funnel image. The top of the funnel is where your company begins and people know you exist. And above it is this cloud of blue in our image. This is the whole world out there that exists. All of your customers, future customers, live out there if they're not already in your funnel. What you want to do in the first step is shine your light, almost like a lighthouse, so that those who don't know you exist can find you. The question here is, what marketing mechanisms, channels, strategies can you use to make your presence known to ideal people out there in the world that don't know you exist? This is where you shine your light to attract suspects into your funnel. A suspect is out there and knows you exist. The problem is you have no information about them. You don't even know they know you exist. So think about that. There's probably people, customers, prospects who are talking about your company who might be a great fit for you to reach out to. But right now, because they are still just a suspect, you do not know who they are, and you have no way of knowing that they are out there and are thinking about you. So we want to shine our light so that they can find us. That's the first step. The second step is where you deliver profound experiences. This is where you offer free content or experiences that showcase your services' potential to meet users' needs and wishes. Typically offer something free in exchange for their contact information. It's the moment when they give you some kind of information that now allows you to say, okay, now I know that they exist and I know how to reach them either through their phone number or email address, and hopefully start the journey of learning more about them. This moves a suspect into being a prospect. Design experiences that awaken hope and possibility for those you're meant to serve. Step 3 is make more invitations. Most of the time, when a suspect first learns about you, then says, yes, I am interested in having a trial in your product, they might need some more time before they are ready to purchase. They may need more invitations or more opportunities. You may need to connect with them through email, phone, or whatever mechanism that helps them digest what you have to offer. It provides deeper insights for them into your offerings. It helps them understand why they might want to work with your company and your offerings. So these are more invitations, right? Invitations that build more trust, build understanding and knowledge. This is where you move a prospect into being a qualified prospect, someone who really wants to buy and is curious and is examining whether this is a good choice for them. They have the budget and they're able to pay whatever the price is for your services. Step 4 is you culminate all of these into a moment where you ask them to be your customer. It may be that you ask them to be your customer multiple times. Maybe your growth model is through technology. So you have multiple pages, landing pages, sales pages where there's lots of invitations happening all the time. You might have emails coming out. You might have socials going out that are making invitations all the time. Other times you might be more of a professional services or enterprise software company, and you are going to take more time before you ask them to be your customer. You may need to make a more personalized experience in asking them. The more you can be specific about what you're offering them and how it's customized to them. And in the age of AI, this is more and more and more possible for every company, even small and mid-sized companies. So this is where we want to really dig in and figure out, how do we extend personalized invitations to our prospects? How do we build readiness for them to say yes? This is where you ask them to be a customer, and this is where you move a qualified prospect into being an actual paying customer. A brilliant offer won't grow your company if the right people never make it to this decision point. All of these moments before are leading to this moment. All the times you're connecting to suspects, shining your light, giving profound experiences, inviting them in different ways. All of this is filtering ideally so that the right person needing what you offer is there. And that's what we want to build within our funnel. Step 5 is where you connect and nurture. So now someone is a customer. The question becomes, how do we engage and support our customers consistently, fostering ongoing loyalty and inviting them to receive deeper levels of transformation through the offerings you provide, and helping them move from being just a regular customer to a satisfied customer and a loyal ambassador. Customer retention is not luck. It's the predictable outcome of a well-designed experience that keeps delivering value. This is where companies lose opportunity, where the low-hanging fruit sits. As you think about each of these stages, what are the things you do at each stage? What are the things you might want to do in the future? How much will it cost now? How much it will cost in the future? And hopefully you're starting to also diagnose which part of the funnel you're already doing well and which really needs some work. And the tendency, everyone is always has the tendency to focus on the first step of getting more leads. When often the place to start is actually at the bottom of the funnel and work your way up so that when you get a customer, there is a beautiful place for them to land. Otherwise, what happens is you start to go after shining your light and spending money to help get people in, but then they trickle out of your funnel, becomes a leaky bucket because the other things you're doing down the funnel are not working. The first step, shining your light, the purpose is to be discoverable. The audience is suspects. The outcome you're trying to create is awareness. These are things like ads, being on podcasts, search engine optimization, speaking events, partnerships, radio campaigns, billboard ads, these kinds of things. The second step, deliver profound experiences. Purpose is to give value and build trust, help them convert into prospects. The outcome is that they're interested in your company. Examples of what these funnel activities could be are demos, assessments, VIP sessions, toolkits. The third step, make more invitations. The purpose of making all of these invitations is helping you build relationship with the customer. The audience for these specific invitations are qualified prospects who really need what you have to offer and can pay for it. The outcome you're looking for is they're in real consideration. They move from interest in step 2 to considering a purchase. At this stage, you're making more invitations, more demos, more assessments, VIP sessions, inviting them to play golf, having dinner with them, or taking them to a curated dinner with people they want to network with. These continued invitations allow you to get closer. Step 4 is where you actually ask them to be your customer. The purpose is to invite clearly. The audience is qualified prospects. The outcome that you're looking for is a decision to buy. Step 5 is where you do all the deep work. It's where you deepen trust, offer value and transformation for your customers. The outcome is transformation and loyalty. They keep buying and they keep getting results they want. This is customer onboarding activities, newsletters, loyalty programs, referral gifts. These are customer success, engagement, connection programs. Your enrollment funnel is the heartbeat of your company. When it beats strong and steady, every part of your business thrives. The other thing I'll bring up before we move into the tool is this product market fit. I talk to companies all the time looking for that elusive thing called product market fit. It's that moment where you figure out your product, your message, and your market, and your customer comes and they buy. They love it. Use it consistently and tell others about it. Once you have that, you have the ability to add to the top of the funnel, right? That's the moment where you can say, my search engine optimization is working and my Google ads are working. So right now I'm doing $100 a month, but if I did 1,000, I would get 10 times as many customers. But usually that's not the case. Usually you can add more to the top, but if it doesn't result in more to the bottom, designing this funnel will help you get there. You will never attain product market fit until you master the customer enrollment and retention funnel. And you will not keep product market fit if you do not continue to refine your funnel. Last thing we're going to talk about, and we're going to move right into the tool, is the cost of the funnel. In a perfect world, we would have unlimited resources to spend on all the marketing and sales we want. We could hire as many salespeople as we dream of. We could have an endless budget to do ads and show up at all the events and be sponsors of all the things that you want. But no one lives in that world, right? Not even the big companies are without limits and budgets. So what we want to do is discover the most effective, efficient method over time and be mindful and intentional. As you build your funnel today, you will calculate your current costs and also your enhanced funnel costs so that you start to get into reality about what it takes to build your funnel and to create the level of growth that you desire. And that might scare you at first. However, as soon as you know the truth here, you will discover a way to make it happen. And that is what's so empowering. Go ahead and download the tool, the Customer Enrollment and Retention Funnel Designer. We're going to use ABC Integration Company. This is a fictitious company that does integration, analytics, and reporting software for large financial companies. Our shared avatars, Francine, a CFO of a large financial institution who provides complex reports to her CEO and demanding public boards. Open up the Customer Enrollment and Retention Funnel Designer. Go straight to part 1, build your funnel. Step 1 is where you shine your light. This is where a suspect becomes aware of your business. Like a lighthouse, you create intentional opportunities for people to discover your company. First, list all the current ways that people can find you. People that don't know you exist are finding you or could find you now. With ABC Integration Company, we've got LinkedIn ads targeting CFOs in mid-sized banks, search engine optimization and blog content on integration trends, speaking slots at regional banking conferences, referral partner incentive programs, sponsorship of state-level banking association. So we are where the customer is, right? Here we list the costs monthly and annually. Go ahead and write down for yourself all the current ways that you shine your light. On the right-hand side of the page, start to think about future new ways you might shine your light. The goal isn't to have lots of things. This is a brainstorm. More is not necessarily better. What you want to ultimately do is see what's working and what would be the place that you really want to dig in and do your best work. Think about your shine the light methods, online paid ads, social media organic campaigns, radio, billboards, podcasts, magazines, newspapers, trade publications, retail space in a high traffic area, purchasing a mailing list, postcards to that mailing list. In this day and age, you've got all kinds of online ways, right? All kinds of AI ways, events, speaking at events, being at events, tabling at events, search engine optimization, affiliate campaigns. So what are the ways you're using to shine your light? What new ways? For each one, map out how much they cost every month and then multiply them at 12 so you know how much they cost annually. These are the shine your light channels that sit at the very top of your funnel. Most businesses have several channels operating at one time, attracting those you long to serve so that they can discover your company exists. Some channels are more personalized and yield higher results, while others are more passive, but may have the ability to reach more. Which methods are really working the best? If you have conversion ratios that you're measuring and tracking, you know which ones are working. Which ones do you think are working the best? Which ones are yielding the best results? And bringing in customers. Some of these make lots of contacts, but very few turn into customers. You want to get a sense of which ones are really the best. Next, step 2, deliver profound experiences. This is really key. Figuring this out is sometimes one of the hardest pieces. What will be the thing that people will actually be interested in that's free? What engages them and really taps their needs? Step 2 is where you give them a way to sign up for the free profound experience you offer in exchange for their contact information. Here's where you give them an unforgettable, meaningful, transformational experience that will help them understand the value to your solutions. The goal is to help them see the value of what you offer so that it's 10 times the cost. This is not where you are cheap and holding back. This is where you give something generously so that they can actually experience the impact of your offer. For the ABC integration company, they have a integration audit, a personalized demo, custom ROI calculators that they build for their prospects, invite-only virtual roundtables with current CFOs. These are specific ways that they're delivering profound experiences. What are those ways for you? What are the trials or samples, consultation screenings, virtual programs, events, assessments, books or ebooks, access to coveted list? It would be hard to find somewhere else. Specialized limited experience, early access to something coveted and limited, personalized information gathering and proposals, customized design and presentation of a solution, customized demonstration or mock-up of a product or service for their company. Look and see what are the ways that you could create something profound for them to experience. Write down what those current methods are and any future possible methods you might want to implement. Quality offerings that foster connection and understanding by generously providing substantial value. Next, you're going to design step 3, where you're making other invitations. So imagine that they have that first thing, right? They get that first trial, or they get a free consultation, or there's an assessment that they take. What happens next? What are ways you can continue to make invitations? And sometimes you take them right to an offer to buy and then they don't. So then you bring them back to one of these invitations. For ABC Integration Company, it's quarterly thought leadership webinars, monthly industry insight email series, white paper distributions, private benchmarking reports, VIP client and prospect networking dinners, invite-only CFO summits. What are the things you're doing? I always like to have multiple things that I can offer. Try out my free tools, try out the assessment, come to my free office hours. So there's different ways then that allow for the relationship to form, and then you can make more invitations and offers. Invitations can come in a variety of flavors, depending on where they are in the decision-making process. Some decisions are quick and be completed in a few minutes, purchasing a phone app, trying a new hair product on Amazon, or buying a gift in a store, while other buying decisions might take considerably more time and inherently be more complex. We'll talk more about this in other masterclasses, what your growth model is and how, if you're selling something that's $5 versus $100 versus $1,000 versus $100,000 versus $1 million, you're obviously going to need to have other types of invitations and spend different amounts of money on creating these moments. Inviting them to another meeting or function. Ask, when would you like to meet to discuss this again? Would you like to go to a Yankees game? Would you like to join me at Art Basel in Miami? Would you like to join my partner and me for a weekend golf experience? We're hosting an event at Big Sky. What would be those invitations? When can we have another meeting with another decision maker? Whether it's your partner, your spouse, your client, I'd like to invite you to come to meet with my production, engineering, product team. Let's take a look at the calendar and set up a date. You want to make those next steps effortless. When would be a good time for me to speak? Here's the link. Let's pick it together. And you tell me, and let's get it done. Think about your map of profound experiences that you can invite people to learn and grow and know more. Could I schedule time to put together a more customized demo for you? I would love the opportunity to have my team visit you and craft a proposal. These are all different types. Step 4 is the moment you invite them to be your customer. It's important to codify the moment. Decide how that moment is going to be, whether it's on a landing page on Amazon or in front of the whole board and you're delivering an invitation. You want to give this moment some thought. Once you have a profound experience, the next step is to ask them to take the next step with you. These are invitations that ultimately result in you asking them to be your customer. There are 3 types of invitations: to another meeting or function that will better prepare or propose a customized solution for them. The second is invitations to additional profound experiences that will help them overcome objections and facilitate trust building. And the third are direct invites to them to be your customer. List all the methods you use both currently and plan to implement possibly in the future to convert prospects into new customers. And you'll also want to capture the cost. Savvy Shoes is going to be really different than ABC integration. ABC integration here has customized proposal decks, contract signing incentives, decision maker concierge service, outsourced admin for scheduling multi-party demos, celebration packages for new customers. So you're directly asking a prospect to be your customer. When would you like to get started? You might say, how can I support you from here? Are you ready to be my client? Are you ready to get started? Here is a link to register. So these are a few of the different variations. Here's where you design where it happens and what you say when you have it happen. Step 5, connect and nurture. The final step, you have a customer. The final step goes on and on forever. The work of building a relationship with them and delivering more value now begins. Consider the methods you use now or plan to use in the future to support customer retention, customer success, customer satisfaction, and customer engagement. Write down all the ways you do this. List the methods you use currently and things you plan to implement in the future to elevate new customers into satisfied and loyal ambassadors. Big opportunity lives here to really wow your customers. Estimate how much it costs to do these things. Here we have ABC Integration Company, and they have a couple of methods: 90-day onboarding success program with digital materials and a welcome kit. They have quarterly customer advisory board meetings. They have an annual NPS survey followed up with success calls. They also are looking to implement annual customer innovation day. A lot of software companies do this. Ongoing customer video testimonials, exclusive customer community platform with tech and moderation. Write down what onboarding looks like, what stay in touch systems like newsletters might be, customer surveys, 90-day customer success program. That is one of the most wonderful things to implement. Client success manager, assigning somebody, weekly training, whatever it is. Map out your step 5. Now we're going to make this journey visible. Step 6, put it all on one page where you put shine your light, how you do that in all the different ways. Step 2, deliver profound experiences. Step 3, make invitations. Step 4, ask them to be your customer. Step 5, connect and nurture. In one page, you clearly can see how it's all coming together. And then you put it on your wall. You make sure you look at it every week with your team. In one page, you are seeing how you are creating product market fit and exponential growth. Next, track all of your expenses. This is where you're going to find out how much it costs currently per month and how much it costs annually. Then you'll be able to see the new expenses and the total future expenses. This is going to help you know how much you need to invest in order to get the delicious, amazing funnel that you imagine. It may mean that you choose not to do everything, but maybe that you roll it out over time. Acknowledge your wisdom along this journey. You created a repeatable system. Now you have step-by-step path to ensure more customers are satisfied and become advocates. You discovered how to unlock product market fit, and you have a clear path to increase your revenue this month and this year. You really can increase your revenue every month. Study your funnel. A consistent funnel turns unpredictable sales into dependable growth. Be sure to go back now to your 4-page growth plan. update it. Make sure you put in those main channels and strategies you use at each step of the funnel. Install some habits. High leverage habits are recurring rituals that guarantee breakthrough results over time. What weekly or monthly habit could help your team improve this funnel? The weekly funnel performance check-in is critical. If you're not doing a weekly performance check-in for your funnel, how many new prospects you have, how many new qualified prospects, all the activities at each stage, start measuring that. A monthly review of funnel content and free offers. You'll find quickly that things need to be recycled out. Things are working and now they're not. Weekly customer onboarding experience, adding funnel updates to monthly team meetings. All these habits related to your funnel is really critical. It's not about doing 10,000 things. It's about doing 5 things 10,000 times. So that's really what you want to do. Get into the habit of making your funnel repeatable. Your funnel itself is a habit, right? Blocking time for you to do those things that are in your funnel is a habit. Making sure everyone on your team is allocating the appropriate amount of time and resources and tools, the CRM system that they need. Make sure that you have those habits in place. The right funnel makes success a matter of process, not chance. As soon as you start having a funnel and you start measuring it every month, you will unlock the puzzle of growth. It's just a fact. The other thing to do today is to identify a high potency action, a high impact action outside of the normal plans of your regular week, something that boosts the business forward. What bold move can help you make this week a massive level up for your funnel? What could you do in the next week? Maybe it's a particular trust building freebie. Maybe it's reworking your onboarding welcome sequence. Maybe it's interviewing a loyal customer. Maybe it's choosing a CRM system or going back to the CRM system that you have and figuring out how to get the data out of it and start to coordinate the activities so that your CRM system and your funnel can be together and automated. So there's lots of things you can do. Identify one thing that will really move your funnel into action. So we did a lot. You defined your customer enrollment and retention funnel. You learned how to use the designer. You integrated it into the 4-page growth plan. You identified a high leverage habit, committed to a high potency action. A well-built engagement system is the most generous thing you can give to your future self, because once you have it in place, it will free you up. We talk about the customer loyalty and retention funnel in my book, A Force for Good. You can read more about it in chapter 9. When you purchase the book, you'll also receive all of the tools, including the customer enrollment and retention funnel designer. You'll also get instructions for each tool and the Force for Good system. The whole thing is with the book. So get it at aforceforgood.biz/book if you haven't already. Make sure you are signed up for the tool of the week. Every week we launch a tool and masterclass, and you get access for free by going to aforceforgood.biz/weekly-tool, the growth accelerator. 12 modules, as little as 12 weeks, you install the full Force for Good system. Tiered pricing start at $599. Find out more about how to install the system of perpetual exponential growth at aforceforgood.biz/accelerator. Thank you for being here with me today. The world is made better by women in business.